It's me, already does it. I'm in the egg again. There's the moon. It's a little bit before midnight, I believe, if I'm correct. But anyway, ask yourself the following question, Saint. How come in some branches of the military they use remote viewing, but then they tell you that remote viewing is a fairy tale? It doesn't exist. It's something people make up. So let me get it straight. Let me get it straight for a moment. Remote viewing, Lord, keep that man safe over there in Christ Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Remote viewing, sin comes down to the following. You as a human being, I mean the spirit being with a physical extension, because we as human beings, we're multi-dimensional creatures. We are spirit beings with physical extensions called the human body. We're like antennas. When we arrive in a place, we pick up what's there. And those that are trained can sense with their physical senses what's there. Now, for example, if you walk into a room and that place used to be used for domestic violence, there was a lot of domestic violence going on over there, you never saw nor witnessed domestic violence. It may have happened years ago. But you entered that room and your energy field picks up the dark climate, and as a result, your physical body responds. Your physical body feels chills. It's not cold in the room, but you feel cold. Suddenly, you can't speak. You have difficulty speaking. You pick up what's there, a dark climate. And some people, through training, they can pick up visuals, sometimes even audio of what happened, because energetically traces are left behind. Now, most would do this in a paranormal way. So I don't support that. Certainly not. Sometimes you enter a place and naturally you pick things up. That's also a type of quote-unquote remote viewing. It's not remote viewing you see in movies, where they exaggerate it. Simply said, remote viewing is you as a human being picking up what's in the environment. You're not picking up the future, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future, but you pick up what is likely to happen in the future. So if a place has a dark vibration, there are more than likely accidents will happen over there. So if you arrive in a location with a dark vibration, you may see accidents happening. Did those accidents actually happen? No. But because there's a dark climate there, accidents are more likely to happen. So you pick up what's more likely to happen. Does that mean that you see the future? No. You don't know which accident will happen when. In the future you don't. But you see what's likely to happen. So when people talk about remote viewing and seeing the future, they're not actually seeing the future. They're not. They're seeing what's most likely to happen based on the energetic climate that's there. So, remote viewing, used by secret agencies, used by the military. But they tell you that it's something magical, it doesn't exist. Why are they telling you remote viewing does not exist, but then they use it for their operations? Because if you would recognize that remote viewing is a natural part of your function that you need to develop as a spirit being, very soon you will figure out that this hoax called privacy is just that, a hoax. People may not see nor hear what's going on with you behind the scenes, but they can pick it up. Hold on. There's a little bit of wind here. Hold on. They can pick it up. So if people can pick up things, how can people still pretend like there's a thing called privacy? I'm not talking about data protection. Data protection should be there, absolutely, for the right reasons. Just understand that remote viewing is not some magical ability that you see in the movies. Remote viewing is You, as a human being, energetically picking up what's in the environment, whether you pick up traces from the past, or you pick up what's most likely to happen based on the current state of affairs. You pick things up and your body experiences it as if you're actually there. Now, why don't they teach you this in school? Well, remote viewing can be used the right way or the wrong way. And because likely more people will use it the wrong way because they have a self-centered focus, they don't teach you it. But don't think others who do know about it are going to tell you they know about it. They won't tell you know about it. Some people are remote viewing you right now. They pick up things about you, and they are concentrating. They use their energetic abilities to figure out things about you. And you're not aware of it. So then you see them at work. You see them at the cafeteria, or you see them at school, whatever. They talk to you like they know nothing about you. But they know far more about you than you realize. And here's the thing. They did not hack your computer. They did not break in. So they didn't do anything physical that you can use against them in a court of law. But they figured out things about you. Why? Because this magical space called privacy does not exist. It only exists on paper, codified in black letters. Right? It does not exist in actual natural reality out there. The quicker you realize this, the better it is. So I'm not going to encourage you to remote view. I encourage you to do the will of the Heavenly Father. If the Heavenly Father wants you to develop that energetic ability for His glory, so be it. But please don't use remote viewing outside of the will of the Heavenly Father. Don't. Any ability you have as a human being should be used to glorify the Heavenly Father. If you use any ability you have as a human being for selfish or narcissistic purposes, it will bring forth ruin and misfortune for both you and others. So don't do that. Was it for now? Keep encouraging Christ and be at peace.